ungangikhombi wena 99 ini 99 yena uyangithuka
Ubulala wena, ubulala wena.
You won't take me down. Hate, you won't steal my crown. King with no kingdom, a prince with no peace. You've had your day, yeah, but today that's not me. 'Cause when I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. God, you walk through the fires with me, so I won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. I cast my cares up with faith like a child, oh, no matter what, no matter what. When I walk through the fires of life, I won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. Keep on, yeah. Keep on, yeah. So now we soldier on. Let love be the first and the last word on our tongue. Fight the good fight, push back the darkness, light up the night, light it up, light it up. When I walk through the fires of life, now won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. God, you walk through the fires with me, so I won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. I cast my cares up with faith like a child, oh, no matter what, no matter what. When I walk through the fires of life, now won't be afraid, no, won't be afraid, no. I can feel my soul getting freed now, laying all my burdens down, I'm free now, singing hallelujah, I'm redeemed now. I can feel my soul getting freed now, laying down my burdens, I'm free now, singing hallelujah, I'm redeemed now, hallelujah, hallelujah.
Take the sandals of your feet. The place you're walking on is holy ground. These words were spoken by a timeless God, endless forever, multiplied by eternity, compounded to infinity. He is the giver of time. You cannot control it, increase it, decrease it, speed it up, slow it down, nor can you extend it, but it carries your whole life. It's a workshop where realities are made. It's a spiritual commodity, a university that can turn your life around. A great institution whose potentialities are practically unlimited, precious than diamonds, purified like gold, sanctified like marriage, sacred like the New King James Version. Your choices on time can either drag you down or make you real. To be or not to be is in a choice, but choice on time is the only fact there is. You are where you are. You are what you are. You are what you think you are. Your habitual inclinations on time determines who you are. You think, therefore you are. Your mastermind group is incredibly important because of the simple process that you become who you spend your time with. And you're not even aware that you've been with me for the past minute.
vibrant community, welcome to Bible Club.
The show that's your portal to good vibes, laughter, and invaluable life lessons. How's everyone doing, Vibe Tribe? We've curated an extraordinary experience for you today. From wisdom-packed moments to captivating interviews, grab your favorite snacks, get comfortable, and let's embark on a journey of positive vibes together. We're unraveling essential life lessons, sharing stories that resonate, and who knows, there might be a surprise or two that'll leave you inspired. You know what time it is? It's time to take off. Buckle up, Vibe Tribe, because the Vibe O'Clock starts now.
Oh yes, oh yes. What's up, what's good? Huge fam, hope you all doing great. It's been a minute. Feels like forever, feels like I haven't been here in ages, and truly I haven't been here in ages. But I think in this cold weather, Uncle Vinny got cold feet and decided it's not his day to be here. I'm kidding, guys. I just couldn't be always here with you guys. Although I was with you guys, but I wasn't with you guys. I was, but I wasn't. But either way, with or without me, you know that the Huge fam, you know that the Vibe O'Clock fam is always here to take good care of you. And you know exactly that the Juge of the YPG is something unique. Wherever you are, north, east, west, south, wherever you are in South Africa, I know very well that you are in more than capable hands. The Juge fam is one. And if the hands aren't capable, well, the YPG fam is always capable, even if it's online. Not that they're not capable, but maybe, I don't know, whatever it might be. The fact is, the YPG fam, as the back of our shirt says, we are together as one. You know, the Juge is the same, or at least supposed to be the same everywhere. I'm really glad to be back here with you guys, and I hope you guys are doing well. Also keeping pretty warm. It is a cold day here in Josie, and I want to hear from our KZN fam, because I mean, the Amabutos, apparently they legit, even, I don't know what they did. They decided they want to bring snow into South Africa. And I'm talking about real snow. That's kind of crazy, guys. Like real, like United States kind of snow. That's crazy. But either way, I hope you guys are keeping warm. Praying that there's no load shedding, because you don't want load shedding in this cold. What happened? It is September. But yeah, tell us. I want to hear from my Durban fam, or my Maritzburg fam, my Newcastle fam, the KZN fam. How is the cold and how is the snow? If you guys have any pictures, you can even share it here with, send it to Tuso, our producer. I'd love to be able to put it here. I don't know. Maybe you guys could have made like a YPG snowman, you know, a YPG snowman. If it really rained, I mean, it would be interesting, YPG snowman. But let's stop flying and dreaming here. I'm going to get right straight to the... Oh no, now they're saying, the pun intended, that they need the jackets. My good, I'm not even going to start. I'm not going to get engaged into this war. I don't like confrontation. I don't like a controversy. I don't like it. It's not my kind of thing to get involved in those kinds of things. So I'm not even going to read the comment that says that maybe they need the jackets, pun intended. I'm not even going to put up that I'm not even going to put up that comment here. Now, I have Lebu, who is here with us, and Lebu is going to share with us the weather report. I think Lebu only has two things that she's going to share with us, although I have something very special which took place today. If you saw it on our Facebook, awesome. If not, well, we're going to show you just a snippet of what happened today. But let me bring Lebu here. Let me just find Lebu. It feels like forever, so I don't even know how to maneuver here on the computer. There we go. Lebu, how are you doing?
Hi, PJ. I'm good. And you?
Oh, I'm cool. I'm cool. How's the weather there down in the Cape?
I mean, it has been cold like the during the week, but then now it's getting warmer. It's getting warmer.
Okay. What were you guys going through today in terms of the weather?
Today it was sunny. There was a bit of a wind, but it was that warm wind that you can tolerate because like the past few days it was windy. It was like that cold wind that will blow you away and but today the weather had mercy on us. It was a bit warm and there was sun. It was that day where we have to have sunscreen on, so it was warm in
Mm-hmm.
the Cape today.
Interesting, interesting. You guys are usually the pioneers of the cold, and then y'all took the cold away from you guys and sent it to us here in inland. And now we're having to deal with this cold. Oh, it was cold today. I went out with the fam, and we had a couple of the ladies who were with us, and since more came after, they ran out from where we were. We were in a warm place, and they ran out. And then I told them like, no, 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 ladies, go in the car. They went with Dali, and myself and Sipo, we walked back. It's just close by, so we walked back. That was like probably the longest walk I had because it was cold. I really felt cold. And mind you, I'm not the kind of person to feel much cold, but wow, no, today it was real. I'm like, what? I had forgotten what cold really meant. I feel like even our winter was really not wintering like today actually wintered.
I feel like it was long overdue because you guys had sunshine in June and July. You guys had sunshine for days. So I saw it coming, the cold front. I
I'm
saw nineties, which was quite cold.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think tomorrow is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, the last of our mega hangouts. We had a series of 2 months straight mega hangouts at the grounds. Tomorrow will probably be, if I'm not mistaken, it is the last one. And I'm wondering, I'm literally checking the weather, and you're going to help us to check the weather because I really am curious what the weather is going to be like in the morrows, and yeah, I'm really, 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 really curious. Maybe we should even do it inside if it's that bad. I don't like the indoors. I like doing it outdoors, but if it's that bad, although the YPG's zhuzh always brings the heat, so it might be that we don't even need to go, I mean, I remember June 16, our June 16s usually, in spite of the cold, we still, we managed to bring up that warmth. The YPG's zhuzh just does that. So, Lebu,
Yeah.
talk to us. Tell us a little bit about tomorrow's weather. I have it here on the screen. 22nd September 2024. What's going to be happening?
Good day, YPG fam. So here's your weather broadcast for tomorrow. So as you can see in Joburg, it's a very cold 16 degrees Celsius. So it's not that warm, 16. It's still cold. And then in Durban, it's 19 degrees Celsius, but that 19, it is very, very, very cold. Seeing that it is snowing, and then also in the Free State, it is snowing as well. So you guys have to have your jackets. You guys have to, wear layers underneath there. Wear all your wifey t-shirts if you have to stay warm, because wow. I can't imagine snow in the hangout because it must be cold. And then in the Cape, we're at a warm 24 degrees Celsius. So you guys, our fam in the Cape over there can have your sunscreen,
Mm.
your bottle of water, to enjoy the sun. And then in Polokwane, 18, Mbombela, 16 degrees Celsius. And then Pietermaritzburg, 18 degrees Celsius. Bloemfontein, 18. So yeah, I see it's many 18s, 19s, 22s. So it's not like gonna be as warm as it is like in Cape Town in most of the places, except for Uppington. You guys at a cool 29 degrees Celsius, a very, very warm 29 degrees Celsius,
Mm.
and
I,
22 DR, East London 20 as well. So going up to that side of the coast, it's like your cool 20s, your 20, your 19, your 18, your 13.
that's Richards
So
Bay.
it's
My
not,
goodness.
yeah, gonna be quite cold for you guys there in the coast. So stay warm, wear your jackets, to stay warm. And then in George, as you go down, our Lago has 19, in the Cape 24, Worcester 27, Vredendal 33, Brandfleet 27. So yeah, in when you go down, it gets warmer, but when you go up the coast, it gets colder. So you guys can prepare and wear your jackets, and then down there in the coast of the Cape, the West, and all that, you can guys can wear your all you need is your cap and sunscreen and your bottle of water.
Oh, wow.
But there, you guys need jackets. You need trench coats, in fact, to stay warm.
I see we have a comment here from Michael Tamela. Welcome, Michael. Michael says he's connected from YPG Eswatini. And he says, we're also suffering from coldness this side. It's just a freezing weekend. Interesting that we are now bringing the same effect to our fam, even in Eswatini. A shout out to you guys from that side. And Offensa says the F1, which is the Forever One fam, which is the team that we have when we have the mega hangout. She says they must bring the jackets as usual tomorrow. I don't think the F1 fam is going to take that lightly, but according to Offensa, they need to bring it in the morrows.
Yeah, you guys.
Yeah, you were saying?
Oh, I was saying you guys have to prepare. You guys remember when you said in the Cape that we need trench coats? So yeah, turn to a trench coats this time around. You guys
Yeah.
bring your convertible boots. You guys will need them for the
Definitely.
cold.
Definitely. Refilo says in Val, we are on 6 degrees. My goodness, 6 degrees. I don't know what's the current weather. My phone is being used here now. I don't know what's the current weather here in Joburg. Oh, I can just check it right here on the computer. Give me just a second because I'm actually curious. What is the weather outside? I mean, indoors we are warm. Wow, it's 4 degrees. My goodness. I'm just like, I don't have an issue with the cold. It's just like what's going on? Where did this cold weather just come from? Like all of a sudden, you know? And that time you guys are going to be chilling and enjoying.
Yeah, we are gonna be having our cold drink, sitting under the sun, enjoying vitamin D. So we're gonna be living our best lives in the hangouts tomorrow with the cool 4 degrees Celsius.
Yeah, no, 24 is a decent weather. I'm just looking here that everybody, I think only Ermelo and, I see there, Mbabane is the 12-ish degrees. Ironically, just a few kilometers away is Maputo with a 21. Like, they're like, just, what's going on with this weather? Like, this weather is not weathering properly. This weather is not weathering properly. I see that indeed. Our jackets, I mean, here's my jacket right here. I see that I thought I was very like, it's time for us to pack up our jackets. We don't even need to worry about the jackets. It's done. But I guess I'm wrong. I guess I was wrong. We will definitely have to bring our jackets out. We'll definitely have to bring them out. And especially those where the zhuzh is not zhuzhing the way it should be zhuzhing. They will need an extra layer of jacket today and tomorrow. And then what else do you have for us, Lebu?
So now there's a bit of a fun fact that was prepared for today. So it's based on one of a psychology theory known as CBT. So it's cognitive behavioral therapy. So what this means, the founder was Aaron T. Beck. So it's similar to the one that was first shared, which was RABT. They're closely aligned with the founder who created the RABT, which was Alice, and then now it's Aaron T. Beck. So this cognitive behavioral theory is based on the notion that our thoughts influences our emotions and behaviors, and by changing maladaptive thoughts patterns, we can alter emotion responses and behavioral outcomes. So what this entails to is that each and every one of us have like automatic, it's referred to as automatic thoughts. So automatic thoughts are personalized notions that are triggered by particular stimuli that lead to emotional responses. So it's like that one thought that you have when you interact with something that brings a certain a reaction to it. But the problem is not like the automatic thoughts, but it's the association around the automatic thoughts. These association can be positive and negative. So in most cases, they are negative. So, a widely used psychological approach that focuses on interplay between thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. So, how we think affects how our behavior comes to play. So, the thought that we have on um, a particular, I don't know, event of some sort will play a huge role in how we react to it. So one of the greatest, manifestations of it, all of this is the cognitive distortions. So it's referred to as cognitive distortions, how distorted our thought processes are towards our reaction. So it's like a contrast between our reaction and the actual event. So, how true is how we think based on that event that we encounter? So, it's a primary focus of cognitive, which is to assist and in examining and reconstructing our core beliefs. So, cognitive distortions are like our it says faulty thinking, making incorrect inferences. So it's like how, our perception is incorrect with the actual scenario. So how these cognitive distortions come to play is one of them is arbitrary inferences, which refer to making conclusions without supporting and relevant evidence. For example, you're convinced that like you didn't give your best in university, and that you maybe have fooled your professors into getting a degree, which may have the case. You're not acknowledging your hard work that you put into, you getting towards that degree. So in that way, it's like you have a perception of something, but then the actual reality of it is not what you are thinking. So the automatic thought, it is distorted. It's not the actual reality of it. So that's arbitrary inferences, which is to make conclusions without supporting and relevant evidence. And then the other one is selective
Where do these
abstraction.
thoughts come from, though? That's my question is, where do these thoughts come from? Like, where I, based on your example, where somebody will think I'm not deserving of this degree or passing and making it to university. Where do those thoughts usually arise from?
So the thoughts usually arise when we are approached with the stimuli at hand. So it depends on the event or situation, because these thoughts are closely associated with experiences that we may have towards that stimuli. So a person may go to university and be reminded of how their high school life was. And then from there, they think on how, everything was so bad in their high school life and how everything happened. And then arise with like when we approach the stimuli at hand. So it's there, and it intricately drives, the experience drives our thought processes towards now the stimuli at hand.
Some big words. Some big words there. Interesting. Interesting. It is something that I think in future we could give a young, what do you call this? A bit more of in depth, and maybe get somebody who's involved in the industry about it, because this is like I had to. I don't know about you guys, but I'm reading here and I'm like one by one and trying to really digest all these big words here. Some people are like, Lebo, can you please speak English and stuff? but eventually I'm making I'm making progress here. Yeah, this is really interesting, and ironically, because we usually speak a lot about what do you call this, the mind and the YPG. It's probably what we
Mm.
speak about the most. If I am not mistaken, let me just confirm here. I'm trying to remember this coming Wednesday is the 25th, if I'm not mistaken. We will be speaking a lot about a powerful weapon and a how do I say it? The usage of the mind. We'll get more in depth with it on Wednesday, but it's interesting that we're speaking a lot about the mind and how every behavior, every emotion, every decision comes from what we think. No one takes a decision at random without allowing it to go through the mind, this powerful weapon. So interesting. And Mihle says psychology is not for the weak. Really, it's not for the weak. It's definitely not for the weak.
I mean, it was hard for me also when like to learn all these big words because they don't use like normal words and everything. So it's like new words, and
I'd
then you
love
have
to
to look.
see medical jargon, going slang. That would be interesting. They should go slang, That would be make our lives easier. Then we would all understand, well, not all, but at least we as young people would understand it better. But I agree. Psychology is not for the weak. My goodness. Very
And then
interesting.
another thing was the cognitive triad, which is quite interesting. So the cognitive triad was based on the notion. It was like an experiment that was done on mostly like depressed individuals, and they picked up on these automatic thoughts and noticed that the automatic thoughts formed a vicious cycle. Like even if like they were not associated with stimuli, those automatic thoughts still drove their behavior. So how they thought, even though like they were not encountering situations that brought them to what they, you know, held onto in their minds, but then the cycle continued, even in happy moments continued. Like it's called a cognitive triad because it continues on even in times where the stimuli or anything is not associated with the experiences or the automatic thoughts, but it was just a cycle that continued until like now the approach was made where um they tackled the irrational beliefs that the individuals now had, so that in order to change their perception and behaviors towards, life situations. So it is
Zon-
quite.
Z- Zonke says it's like she's listening to Chinese. No offense, Lebu. That's how. Look, I'm gonna say to y'all, like I'm also a bit. I'm like taking my time, and my mind is here, and I'm like, okay, trying to, where it's English, I'm getting involved. Where it's not English, I'm trying to like make connection just with where it's English. I get you guys. Don't worry, you're not the only ones there. You're not the only ones there. But I think we should take some time in the near future to actually speak about this in a bit more depth and get some experts. Really interesting. Obviously, we believe more in the spiritual aspect of psychology in dealing with certain things. But I mean, you will not develop anything spiritually or emotionally if your mind is not strong, if your mind is not set on the correct thinking. Otherwise, that will naturally, the incorrect thinking, as it says here, will influence our emotions and behavior. So, wow. Yeah. Ntabileng says, Mina, I still want Lebo to borrow me this English. I promise to multiply the talent. Yeah, I think we will all. This is some real deal. Anyways, wrapping up, Lebu, final words before you leave us with the CBT and yeah.
Okay, guys, so tomorrow, be in the Cape tomorrow. You know where the Juge is. You know you'll have sunshine there for days to work in favor with our Juge.
Don't say for
So come
days.
join us.
Don't say for days. Don't say for days,
It's actually
Lebu.
for days.
Lebu.
It's actually for days. Because Monday it's 30. We had a cool 30 Monday.
But you
Monday,
know the
so it's
weather.
going to be quite warm throughout.
I personally only follow the weather for the next day, for this day and the current day and the following day. After that, I'm like, nah, anything can change. Anything can change. I remember there was a June 16 or one of the YPG events where it was meant to rain. And I'm like, and everyone's like, yo, it might rain. What's going to happen? I'm like, nah, 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 nah. Wait for the day to get closer. And then it started changing. And then on the day, bangers, it didn't. It literally did not rain. And things went our way. So that's all we got to believe in. You know, we just got to believe in it, you know. But let's see. Don't say that you guys have sun for days. The Cape does not have sun for days. No ways. Not sun.
But this time around, it's promising. It's promising. I have faith in this week's weather. I have faith. Normally, also, I don't look at the weather like for the next past few days. I look at today and then, but then I have faith in this one. It's promising. Seeing how everything was today and tomorrow and how it's gonna be Monday, I have faith. It's consistent.
Okay. Okay.
The
Well,
30th and 29s and the 27s are consistent for our week. So our week is looking bright in the Cape.
we'll be talking the next week Saturday, and we will see how the Cape is actually treating you. It's not a problem. It's really not a problem. We'll accept it. We'll accept it. Chanel says she doesn't check the weather. She goes by how the morning goes. Yesterday was interesting. For some odd reason, I put my hand out. I was like, how is it feeling outside? And Dali was going out, and I'm like, Dali, go back and put a jacket. She left before me. So she was like, I'm like, go back and put a jacket on. She's like, really? No, I'm wearing a long sleeve. I'm like, go and put a jacket on. When she got back at night, she's like, I'm glad I listened to you. It was really cold. It was real. It was the real deal yesterday. It was the real deal. So, okay, let's, I don't doubt the juge will be there. So the warmth
Yeah.
will be there. From the YPG fam, not from Cape Town itself. Because Cape Town weather. I love the Cape, don't get me wrong. I love Cape Town. Superb place, people, awesome. Weather, no. No, 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 no. It's such an undecided weather. You walk out, it's sunny. During the day, then it gets rainy, and then it starts getting cold. You know, you need to carry 3 sets of clothes in Cape Town. Like everybody wears a backpack in Cape Town. Nobody carries an umbrella in Cape Town. Y'all, do you guys at the Cape know what an umbrella is? Because the wind is gonna break the umbrella in the rain, and yeah. So, hey,
It's true. It's true regarding, carrying many things in the backpack because sometimes it may be inconsistent, the weather, but then these days it's promising. Like we'll have a young jacket there when it's sunny in the morning because we know late at night it's going to start to get windy and cold and cloudy. Eesh. But yeah, the
I
sun
get
is
you.
promised this time around though.
I get you totally. All right, Lebu, any final words before you go besides the invitation to the Cape? Any final words from your side?
No final words, but just yeah, be there in the Cape tomorrow at 9 Pieterkant Street and also in Khayelitsha at 54 Ntsikizi Street. Be there to attest to the juge. You
That's
won't
what's
miss
up.
out.
That's what's up. Thank you, Lebu. We see you next week with your hectic English and your weather report. Thank you. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
All right, fam. I am going to call in for a short break. When we come back, we're going to have the story of Tshidiso, who's going to share his life story. And I'm going to tell you and share with you something that's going to be thought provocative as well. I'm just not going to be using the big words as Lebu, but yeah, you're going to hear a little bit of what happened in the life of Tshidiso and the amazing work of the YPG, how the YPG had this positive effect in his life. But before that, we're going to go for a short break. We're going to go and I'm going to talk a little bit about the song which I'm playing. We were going to have the lyrical video here for you guys to keep up. But we have a few songs of the YPG that have been cooked and soon we're going to start releasing them. But one is already ready. We're just working on the lyrical video. Actually, it's almost done. I think in the morrows it should be, but very soon, worst case scenario, next week we're going to be releasing it. And I repeat, those of you in the arts and culture who say, PJ, I've got the talent, I got the right music, bring it on, send it through to your coordinator, and we're going to check if there's something that needs to be worked on. We're going to let you know. We need something motivational, but we need also something youthful. So if you're going to bring like gospel, you know, we need, you know, youthful, something that people outside will hear and say, this is what we want. I'm sure you guys have heard this one before, but now we're going to have the lyrical music video, and we're working on the music video of another one, which I might, before the end of the day, play a snippet of it, just for you guys to hear a snippet of it, but it's beautiful, all right? So we're going to be right back. Don't move, and if there's somebody who is missing, if there's someone who is missing, make sure that they tune in, make sure that they are here, because you don't want to miss the Vibe O'Clock. And then we're going to be right back.
You set my world free. 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 Yeah. Nothing can compare to. I set myself free. Nothing can compare to. Yeah, I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. I found you in the YPG. You set my world free. Nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free. Nothing can compare to this. I set myself free. Say I will not doubt myself, and I'll believe in myself in the YPG as I level up with every move. We'll take it to another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another. I've been down, down before. Feel like a whole world just wants my phone. I've been tried by what they see me for, but now I'm free, free to go. We'll take it to another level, another level, another level, another level, another. We're going to another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another level, another. You set my world free. Nothing can compare to this. You set my world free. Yeah, I set myself free. Nothing can compare to this. I set myself free.
Official release is going to be probably next week. When I say release, we are going to make it available for you guys to be able to download it and spread it, make it spread quicker than Corona, COVID, whatever. Been a while since I heard coronavirus. But I want us to spread it, faster than that. And I'm hoping you guys liked it. There are others. Another one has got that Amapiano feel. But I will see, depending on how you guys behave. Remember how our parents would say that to us? Depending on your behavior, I might. It's right here on my desktop. And I might play this other one for you guys. I really want you guys to hear this one. But I'm not going to play the full thing. I'm not going to play, if I play it, I will not play the full thing. It'll be just a snippet. Because this one, we will release it sooner. What we're going to do, we're going to release the tracks ahead of time. And then we're going to make music videos. Not all of our not all of our tracks will have music videos, but some of them, the ones with a really deep message, will definitely have. This one will be a lyrical video, which means people will be able to watch it on our platforms and download it and stuff. But now it is time. It's way past the time for the YPG to be releasing songs. And if you know talented producers, guys, we don't want keyboard music, ding, 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 ding music. We want, talented stuff. And why, PJ? Why are you saying, oh, you don't want something? Why don't we take what is simple? Because one thing we always want in the YPG is to level up. And I also want to make one thing clear. Many things we do in the YPG, of course, we do always thinking on our own fam first. But there are works which we do that's not just for us to enjoy, but we do it thinking about those who are outside. We don't want people outside to be like, oh, okay. Because you guys are naturally going to support us. Usually, probably, not always, because you guys can be savage. But there are some cases where we can put something that's not even that nice, but because you guys love the YPG so much, you're going to be like, yeah, no, it's nice, I love it. But we need to remember people outside and the impression we give them. So we're not going to do the music as they do, the vulgar stuff. I recently sent, and I'm making it clear, I'm going to say this public, there are 2 songs, I don't remember the name, if someone can remind me, or y'all can even put it here in the comment section. We've banned it from being used in the YPG. And we played it a few times in the Mega Hangout. My apologies if you heard that song, because I didn't pay attention to the lyrics. It's Zulu, Amapiano, and we were listening to it. And then one of the mentors said to me, PJ, this is what the song says. I think I'll open here my conversation with her. We are not even going to play this ever again in the YPG. It is banned. And if your coordinator plays it, you're allowed to say, sorry, not in the YPG. You guys will know it. I can't read these lyrics. When I can't. And you guys know, the song very well. You guys know this song very well. Manzinte. Thank you. You guys are already putting it there. And that Yebo Lapho. We're not going to be playing those songs because they offend our faith. It offends what we believe in. It offends everything. It's vulgar. We respect our women in the YPG. So if you're going to be releasing songs that are disgusting, I'm not going to play it in the Hangout. Forget about it. But that's a conversation for another time. So yes, that song is banned from the YPG. Therefore, we're going to invest in ours. The jams, it can be the same kind of style, the production, the Amapiano. The problem is not Amapiano, but it is the message behind it. Because the problem is sometimes even when you don't like a song, the lyrics get stuck here. And remember what she was speaking about, even though the big words, but what our thoughts become, our emotions and behaviors, be careful with that. Okay, I'm going to bring our guest on for us to get going to the second part of our Viber clock. Let me hoy him here. I've got Tshidiso. Give me just a second. There we go. Tshidiso, do you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. PJ.
Mr. PJ, that's what's up. Mr. PJ. Mr. PJ. The comment section is gonna finish me now. Tshidiso, where are you from?
I'm from Sebokeng, uh, Zone 12.
Sebokeng Zone
Val, I'm
12.
from Val.
Okay,
Yes.
how long are you part of the YPG fam?
I've been in the YPG for now 1 year, 6 months.
Oh wow, so you're fairly new, fairly new. And tell us a little bit about your life, your path before being part of the YPG fam.
Okay, let me start from when I grew up. So, when I grew up with both my parents, my mother and my father. But my father was too harsh on me. Like, he used to be difficult on me. So, I spent a lot of time on the streets. Hence, living life in the streets, I got addicted from glue at my primary level of education. So, but during secondary level of education, I was now using dacha and cigarettes. But there is an incident that happened that one day my mother separated. I went to stay with my grandmother because now my father was not giving me peace, especially when I came back from the initiation school against his will. So from there, and staying with my grandmother, my mother left my father and she came to stay with me with my grandmother. But it happened, there is an incident that was painful, that my mother was now involved with some guy, another guy. I saw them in a bad situation. Like he was with this other guy, people. So yeah, that incident broke me, and I tried to fight the man. I stabbed the new boyfriend, but my aunt became angry at me. They say, "Why do I choose uh, what my mother should do?" So they chased me away from my grandmother's house. Then I went to stay in the streets. I stayed in the streets. I lived in the streets for about 1 year, 6 months. And my addiction was worse. I was now using crystal meth and Mentrix.
So
So,
you were literally homeless,
yes,
living in the streets. Where was this? Was it there in Sebokeng?
yes, it was there here in Sebokeng.
How old were you when that happened?
I'm sure it happened between my 20 and 21. When I was 20 until 21 years
Okay. All
after
right.
my matric.
After your matric. What was your
Yes.
dream to conquer, to achieve when you were in matric?
I hoped maybe to do teaching or maybe find an occupation, maybe in an industry, because I had this mindset that in the industries, yeah, they get a lot of money. See, so I
Mm-hmm.
had a dream maybe of being a teacher because I'm good vocally to speak, to express myself, and to teach others.
When you found yourself in the or rather when you were in high school, did you ever imagine you would end up in the streets? Was that ever a thought, or was it there like you knew there was a possibility?
No, I never thought myself that I would live in the streets because I was very good academically. Like I was doing maths and science. And for someone who comes from the initiation school, someone who is engaged with bad friends, people who do those kind of things, they don't do maths and science. But I managed to complete my secondary level of education exactly 5 years. I never struggled. I was good with maths and science. Yeah, although here and there, because now as the addiction grew worse and worse, I dropped my
Mm-hmm.
marks. Yeah.
Okay. Now tell us a little bit about how life was in the streets. Like that's interesting.
Life in the streets was very difficult, Mr. PJ, because for me to survive,
Mr.
I
PJ.
used to stay in friends' houses. like in the townships, boys have maybe their rooms in the backyard. So I used to move from backyard to backyard of my friends. And sometimes for me to feed my addiction, I would cut cables, I would rob people, I would do all these bad things because most of the things I did them out of anger. So I used to rob people, I used to cut cables, I even joined the flag. And there was this incident that happened. One friend of mine took me in to stay with him and my mother. Now, staying with them, his mother accepted me very well, but my friend was also addicted. So, staying there with him, he started losing his mind as time went. And there was a time whereby I entered into his shack and I found that this guy, he hanged himself. He committed suicide. We were staying together in his room. And when I opened, I found that this guy killed himself. But his mother, from now on, took me in. His mother even went to my biological mother to tell that mama that I'm taking your son. So even from now on, that mama is still helping me to rent the room because after my friend's burial, and the grandmother chased me away and she said to me, your friend is no longer here. It's better you return to the streets. But his mother said, no, I will make a plan to rent you a room until they invited me to the Universal Church. I met Jesus while staying in that room.
And tell us, what did you find? Okay, you came to church, but specifically in the YPG, I want to hear, what did you find when you came to the YPG? How was the treatment? How were you received? And what made you become part of the YPG?
In the YPG, I found like a new family, a different kind of association, unlike the one that I was involved with in the streets. Because in the streets, I joined the flag. I don't know if you understand what the flag is.
Is
This
it a gang?
gangsterism stuff.
Okay, okay.
Yes, it's a gang, like the things of the prison. So, yeah, it was a different association, a motivational one, a one that inspires one to do great each and every day. Like we have the guidelines. It's a different type of association. I met people who are like welcoming, people who want to have more among themselves, people who are not self-centered, people who do not only think of themselves but focus on the lives of other people. So the YPG was good to me. Like I found a new home. And how I came is that I was not evangelized by a member. I was evangelized by an older mom, an assistant. She said, come to the Universal Church. And I decided that let me give God a chance. I never knew that I would meet the YPG in the church. But as I focused more on committing myself to God, the YPG was there and I was part of them. And even until now, I'm able even to reach others through the YPG, to tell them, to motivate them, those who are going through what I'm passing through right now.
Now, tell me, what is the best part of the YPG in your own words?
The best part of the YPG is going out there, helping others who are passing through the situations that we are going through, like the part of the university. I remember there was a time whereby we went to schools and I met guys who are passing through the same situation that I was going through. The people, guys who want to fit in, guys who want to engage themselves more into gangsterism, guys who are willing to do anything just to feed the life in the streets out there. So I was able to go to those guys and to tell them that you can have an ambition, like you can think great about your life. For them not to pass where I passed, where I was passing when I was living in the streets. Like I had that chance to reach to them, to advise them. That was the best part, you know.
I
Yeah,
have the
in the
comment
YP.
here from Kamohelo. He says, the guys who steal copper wire, they are burnt alive, but he survived. Just goes to show that when there is a willingness to change, God preserves our lives. And I mean, you could probably have found, like in his case, he mentioned that his friend committed suicide. That could have been him. That could definitely be him getting involved in gangsterism, or getting killed by someone else, or in this case, stealing copper wires that could have gotten you killed, simply like killed. I mean, mob justice is no joke. Mob justice is real, 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 real. I am really, really honored to hear your story. What I want, I'm going to ask the Val fam, either for you to come here so we can do a proper production. If not, that side, I'm sure the fam can also do it. I'd love to get your story in depth for us to do it. Tammy, I'm sure you're watching. If not, somebody please let Tammy know. I want the story of Tshidiso to be well recorded for us to get a bit more of the, the details because of time. Last week's stories from the two ladies as well was amazing. And every week we're going to be bringing you guys these live life stories, because oftentimes we hear about the joy of the people in the YPG, but sometimes we don't know what is actually happening or where they come from. When perhaps you know us from the schools and you see us visiting, you don't know, many times we get that look like, you don't know what I'm going through. We might not know what you're going through, but you don't know where we've been through if you listen to the life of Tshidiso. Tshidiso, for us to wrap up, what are you doing? What are you currently doing with your life right now? Where do you stand? What are you planning to do with your future? Where do you see yourself in the near future? And what would you like to say to the YPG fam before you sign out?
Right now, Mr. PJ, what I'm doing is that I was never technologically
I'm
smart.
sorry. I can't get used to this Mr. PJ thing. And the thing is, these guys are going to roast me. Like, I already know it. Tomorrow at the grounds, they're going to just say PJ. The PJ comes with the respect already,
You are honored, sir. You are honored, PJ. Okay,
Just PJ. That's what's up. Just PJ.
okay, PJ. Right now, what I'm doing is that because I was not technologically smart, but I've learned new things while my life has been changing. So right now, I'm able to like do applications. I'm doing a lot of applications. I have now. I didn't even know that there is something like an email. I have a lot of emails. I'm still applying for universities. I'm waiting for their responses. I'm applying for jobs. And most importantly, my focus is on doing more for God. When you sow in the spirit, I've learned that he who sow in the spirit will reap eternal life. So most importantly, I'm focusing on doing more for God. And for the things of this world, I'm still doing applications.
Yeah,
I'm still, aiming that, my life there is still more to come. Yeah, there is nothing that is impossible with God. So
definitely.
I'm just keeping the faith and I'm doing my applications. Right now, I haven't gotten any occupation yet, but with God, there is hope. There is hope, bit by bit. Yeah, I'm not after the things of this world, but the name of God will be glorified with my life, obviously. So I'm just doing applications, school, uh, occupation. I'm doing my applications now.
I like the fact that Tshidiso's story, if you guys notice, it's not someone who's going to be here, oh, look, my life was like this and today I'm here. It's someone who, the first thing he did was to change his mind. He's no longer addicted. He's no longer stuck in what happened yesterday. He is literally on that clean slate. He's on ground zero. And now, through the teachings of the YPG, he's got the mindset. You hear him as somebody who is already made it in life, who has already made it in life. But you see what happens when we change this here, when we just change our mind, everything changes. He just already knows, he knows he's going to make it. He's not worried, the determination, as you guys are also mentioning. I've also noticed like the smile he has, just that confidence. Once this changes, the enemies on the outside is absolutely nothing. Tshidiso, your story, you're going to come back here. I want this to be remembered. It's live. It's going to be online. So it's recorded. It's going to stay here for I don't know how long, or maybe forever. The fact is, it's going to I want you are going to come back here to continue your story. It's just the beginning, which already the first part is already so powerful and so inspiring, but you're going to come back here and you're going to tell us a little bit more of how it is at the top. I believe in you, and the YPG fan believes in you.
Okay,
All right.
thanks.
Thank you so much for your time,
Okay.
Tshidiso, and we see you soon. We meet soon. The fam must get in touch. I want your life story to be recorded. Proper recording. The real deal. The YPG media style. All right. Thank you. God bless you, and
Thank you.
bye-bye. See you soon. This
Bye-bye.
is, guys, exactly what our work is all about. This is exactly what we do. This is exactly what the YPG is all about. It is working with the hopeless, getting someone who was literally living in the streets. And as he was saying, I'm sure there's a lot of digging which I could do, but because of time, I'm not going to exaggerate and I don't want to overcook it yet. I want the full story for us to actually dig in. But an interesting thing that you see is just his mindset, and he's living already his life as if, you know, that is gone. It's literally gone. This here has changed everything. Now let's keep going. I have something else to share with you guys. Those of you in the grounds, if you dare call me Mr. PJ in the morrows, I am going to minus points from your respective team. So don't y'all dare call me Mr. PJ. I will find a way to penalize those of you who are online who are not with me at the grounds. I'll be able to. Baba PJ, nah. Now you're offside, Tshidiso. Now you're offside. Anyways, today we were honored to be at, for those of you who don't know, we were with the Johannesburg Student Council. I did not know how it worked because we have one of our mentors, Mbali. Maybe I'll have Mbali with us here next week so that she can better explain what they actually do. So, the Junior Council, Johannesburg Student Council, it's like the junior counselors. They are counselors. It is like a parliament. It's just like the parliament for young people. They actually have an actual parliament. Let me put up one of the pictures here. I'll put up just one of the pictures. One of the pictures just for you guys to have an idea of what I'm talking about. This was today. And this is a building in Joburg where a lot of decision making takes place. We were allowed to take these pictures where we have the different, what do you call this, the different councillors, and exactly where the mayor of Johannesburg works. Excuse me, let me just hoy this here. I have a video, but before I play the video, oh my goodness, where is this picture? Well, it's somewhere here. My downloads folder. If you guys work with Mac, you know what I'm talking about. The whole downloads folder and a bunch of data created. Okay. Just a second. Oh, here it is. Here's the first picture from us there with the fam. So those are not our names. Ironically, mine was written Mr. J, what's it, Counselor J something, and then they were like, is that your new surname? Mr. PJ, as y'all want to provoke me today. Here's the other picture on the inside. And this one I'll just have to stretch it a little bit so you guys can have a look at how beautiful it is inside. Yeah, as Simpi was saying, it's like a proper parliament here in Johannesburg. And I must say, the part which is very interesting is that the main junior speaker of this parliament, the main junior speaker, is a YPG member. As a matter of fact, a YPG mentor, Mbali. I think Mbali's I think she's 15, 16 years of age, and she's doing something huge. I'm going to ask her to be with us next week so that she can tell you guys a little bit more about it. And you guys are going to see the full the full docu on it. I'm just going to play you guys a video of her speaking. She explains it. And I'm so proud of seeing what the YPG is doing. And she is the one. You know, the Madam Speaker? She is the Madam Speaker. It was so funny how the councillors are not allowed, if they go out or they want to come in, they can't just go in without her permission. If somebody's speaking, she interrupts that person and says, councillors, you may enter. And then they enter with all the formalities. It was funny because when I was speaking, I had to apologize after to them that I couldn't keep formalities. PJ does not keep formalities. I went to the middle. I'm like, I don't need the microphone. I can just go straight. And I did a bunch of things. Can you come here? And I'm calling them. They said it was okay. But guys, it was so special. And I want you guys, just watch this video and you'll have a little bit of an understanding of it.
So in order in council, people can't leave without permission, and they also can't come in without permission. So you'll see that in that place where I usually come in, they'll normally stand there, and then from there I have to, say you may come in. If I do forget, unfortunately sometimes it happens, they do stand outside, because in the council, unfortunately, I have, not unfortunately but fortunately, I have the highest say.
And why peachy? Why peachy? Why peachy?
Yes.
When we say it's time to take off, let you take off, That's it. She's taking off. That's what's up. Here I have to obey her. I couldn't do anything. She's no YPG, be like, hey, mentor. This is really special, guys. This is really special. I'm honored to have someone in the YPG there, and what I want to just say, wrapping up for us to go, based on our title, is it's time for us to have more amazing story, more to aim higher. I had a recent complaint to deal with. And this I'm going to speak about probably next week. I think I'm going to bring Tali here with me. We're going to have a young chat. Somebody was telling me even of how sometimes, I mentioned this last week at even to a certain extent at the grounds, even the way we'll approach sometimes some of our YPG members, the way we speak to them. In some cases when the guys will go approach a lady because they like them, even if fulfilling, I'm talking about in the case where they're fulfilling commandment number 6, and the ladies will be like, no, it's okay. As a YPG guy, your standard should be so high. Your standard should be so amazing. Your standard should be so above the average bar that the ladies will be like secure with you. It's time for us to get out of that, how do I say this? That circle, that cycle of, the same old things. And you're not going to achieve or conquer anything different if you're doing the same things over and over and over again. The world is looking for leaders, and that leader begins with us. And if you can't lead in the YPG, where we give you the memo. The YPG is a difficult test, but an open book test. The exam here is difficult because we don't give you easy tasks, at least not with me. I don't know, maybe your coordinators, they shouldn't. I doubt they do. They shouldn't. If they do, well, that's an exception, because we don't give the YPG easy tasks. If you attend a hangout with me, I minus points. I minus points. You have to do it well. You got to do whatever well done. Don't be impressed. Oh, no, shame. Here's points. At least you try. There's no naughty badges in the YPG. In the YPG, you got to do it well. But still, with all those difficulties, we still give you the open book test. We will still give you the open book test. Here's the answer. Here's the memo. Here's how you get out of it. And sometimes I don't see that being materialized, it being concrete in the lives of our YPG fam. And I need to say that that needs to change. I repeat, I'm going to address our guys. Sometimes our guys, they approach the ladies and the ladies are like, guy doesn't take care of himself. Guy doesn't up his standard. Guy doesn't... I'm going to talk about this next week. And I know the ladies are going to have my back when I talk about this. Go for it, ladies. The comment section is yours. And some of the guys are going to toss stones and be like, PJ, you're making it difficult for me. I hope I make it almost impossible for you. Because if you want a YPG woman, you need to understand you're searching for a woman who's got her mind used up. She thinks great. She thinks amazing. And if you don't think greater than her, I'm sorry to say, you're behind her. I'm going to say this publicly. I hope I don't get killed by the person who said this. But I'm going to say this publicly. I won't snitch on who said this. But a YPG mentor said to me the other day, PJ, I don't want to be a mother to my so-called future husband. I can't be a mother. Guys, do you understand what that means? That means that it's time for us to up our game. And that I mean is, I'm giving Love Life now, just for now, as one thing. But there are many others, many other areas. And it's the way we talk. It's the way we walk. It's about investing in ourselves. It's about bettering ourselves. It's about understanding that I wasn't made to just be average. I can do much more. Look at the story of Tshidiso. Guy was in the streets. He's going out there. He did not even know till recently what an email was. But he's out there. He's making a way for his life. What about you? Guy was in the streets. What are your excuses? Life has never been there for you? Well, his wasn't either. The challenges are going to be there. The problem is that some people just wanted sent, a silver platter, everything just made easier. I see a lot of the guys who, when they were in the world, they were like Tshidiso, who used to go out to steal copper and make a way because they had a drug addiction. They apparently come to church, they apparently come to the YPG, they apparently say they meet Jesus, and it's like they slow down their game. They're like, no, it's okay. I get annoyed. I'm going to go deeper. I get annoyed sometimes when I see the pictures of how sometimes even we present ourselves in schools. I'm sorry to say this, guys. I'm not saying you got to go there wearing brands. Please, I don't wear brands. Usually I don't. At least I don't, not for the sake of it being a brand. I wear something because I like it, period. But the fact is, sometimes I will see even the way we present ourselves in schools, and people don't want to listen to us because we live in a time and an age where people are attracted by what we wear, by what they see firstly. The first impression is what they see. And if you cannot bring out something proper, they're like, I'm not going to listen to this guy. Doesn't take care of his pants, his trousers, or his shirt. Or her shirt, even if it's a lady, but now this is for everybody. It's all wrinkled because, I woke up late. And that thing, I woke up late. I'm always late. You don't respect time. You don't respect yourself. Oh, but God is with me. Oh, but God loves me. Yes, he does. But there are certain things God won't do for you. God's not going to shower for you. God's not going to iron for you. He's not going to wash for you. He's not going to brush your teeth for you. He's not going to take care of you. What you have to take care. You need to do something. PJ, I don't have a job. Go and sell something. There was a guy who took a banana peel. I'm going to find this video. He took a banana peel and he said, I will multiply this money. I'll make money out of this. For some odd reason, he managed to convince this guy that he needed that banana peel, which he could do something. Then he took that banana peel and bought something else. Then he bought sweets. From those sweets, he sold it. Long story short, by the end of the day, he made over... converting it into rands was like over 500, 600, 700 rands. I'm going to get that video. There's another one who did it. I'm going to find that link here now. I'm sorry. I just got started. Where the guy took a needle, and he multiplied. There's a YouTuber who with a needle, he bought he bought a house. Obviously, it was not something overnight, but with a needle, he sold it, bought something else, bought something else, bought something else, just to show that anything is possible. What's your excuse? We're here pushing you. What is your excuse? And then to top it off, them homies want to marry a YPG lady. Never. Ladies, you got to up the standards, raise the bar. For yourself, number one, because if you got the bar low, then don't demand from the guys either. But you need, ladies, set the bar higher. Make it higher. God will provide. He'll give you that right man, even if he has to bring him from China for all that matters. A man of God, of course. But he'll bring that man from China of God who's going to take good care of you. I'm not going to slow down. I'm not going to slow down. I'm going to keep cooking. I need to find this one. Needle, man buys house after selling needle. I will find it. I need to find it. Because then I'm going to cook even more. I don't see it. He made a challenge. I need to find it. When I find it, I'm going to share it with you guys. Hopefully next week. I'm going to be here with Dali next week. I'm going to be here with my wife. I'm telling you, she never set the bar low for me. You know, she never set the bar low for me. She never set the bar low for me. She made it difficult for me. She made it difficult for me. She was not like, oh, this is so you're PJ. Oh, nice to meet you, oh, PJ. I like the way you talk. There was not that. Those of you who know my wife, y'all know. I had to climb the wall. She was not moved by my style. I had none. She was not moved. As a matter of fact, the little style I have today is thanks to her. She was not moved by that. But I had to really prove myself. Guys, it's time to prove ourselves. It's time. Well, we got a lot of ladies as a reference. So we've got a lady now who's a madam speaker. Where are the guys? Where are the guys? And I'm saying this in front of the ladies because I don't want the ladies to lower the standards. Number one, he needs to be well with himself and with God. Number one. If he's not well with himself and with God, forget, ladies. Kick that behind to be kind. I'm being polite here because I'm online. Kick that behind and say, forget, Ndwana. Forget. God doesn't work. No, I'm still. Tshidiso says, gents, attend therapy of love. Yes, attend the therapy of love. But if you're not going to do the therapy of love, it's not going to give you what you have to do. It's not going to do for you what you have to do. Maybe I think before therapy, some of the guys need to attend Friday deliverance, 1 o'clock. Maybe we'll accept that you even not bunk, but you skip the YPG to attend 1 o'clock and be free from what's holding you back, that stagnancy. Where are you guys? It's time for us to change that. And that goes to everyone now. We need to do great things. We need to be a reference. Thank you. Here's my wife. This wife of my life. Here it is. She sent me. Here's the video. She sent me. She's got my back. This one. So I couldn't set my standard low. And if I'm not here pushing, I will just, excuse me, the ads are playing. You know YouTube. I will just screen share. I will just show you a part of my screen here, just so you guys can look at it. He traded just a part of it.
That is worth nothing with a house that is worth more than $100,000. This story is one of a kind.
Let's cook.
And it's genius.
I was meant to be done. I just want to show you guys my screen. Y'all will see it. Here's my YouTube.
In this small town in Canada, I found Kyle.
You guys are going to see things around there.
And this paperclip changed my life.
One day, Kyle was sitting at his desk when he looked down and found a red paperclip. Most of us see this as worthless, but Kyle saw an opportunity.
I was suddenly reminded of a childhood game where you take small, useless things and trade them for bigger and better things.
So he wondered, could he trade a paperclip for something much, much bigger?
That's it. I can't. I don't know. Who am I to judge? But I don't know if Kyle has the Holy Spirit. I don't know if Kyle believes in God. I don't know who Kyle is. All I want to say is that it's time for us to wake up. Starting with the guys. I need to start with the guys. I'm sorry, I'm a guy. I need to start with the guys. And prepare yourselves. Next week, Dali's going to be here with me. Trust me, it's going to get worse. Ladies, my dear sisters, don't go for that cheap talk. The mabebeza talk. Please don't fall for it. Set the standards higher. PJ, I don't find anyone. Oh, don't worry. The Lord is going to provide at the right time. He's going to provide the right man. Just hang on. Your beauty will not fade away. And no. Don't get anxious. Don't get anxious. Don't you get anxious. Because the Lord is going to provide for you. So I want to say to you guys, let's set the standard higher, guys. We can do greater. When I saw this, like I said, our mentor. I'm going to play the video just before I wrap up. I remember she was the one who calls the shots. She's in that parliament and she calls the shots. They cannot enter. The councillors cannot enter without Mbali's permission. Let's just one last time. Let me just add a bit of salt to your wounds here. Just one more time.
So, in order in council, people can't leave without permission, and they also can't come in without permission. So you'll see that in that place where I usually come in, they'll normally stand there, and then from there I have to, say you may come in. If I do forget, unfortunately sometimes it happens, they do stand outside, because in the council, unfortunately, I have, not unfortunately but fortunately, I have the highest say.
And why peachy? Why peachy? Why peachy?
Yes.
When we say it's time to
YPG.
take off, let you take off, That's it. She's taking off. That's what's up. Here I have to obey her. I couldn't do anything. I had to do that. That's right. She's no YPG, be like, hey, mentor. Where are the guys? And where are the rest of you? Some of you ladies, I'm sorry ladies, I'm going there too. Some of you ladies like, yeah, it's true, PJ, tell the guys. But you also need to set your standards. The first standard starts putting God as the foundation, and the rest is taking care of yourself. Well, if He's with you, then take care of yourself. Get your priorities right. Get your priorities straight, guys. We need to up our standards. I want to hear more of that. It was amazing seeing that Mbali, whether it was a guy or a lady, it didn't matter. Mbali has her seat. I don't want to spoil it, but I have the video here. Her seat is the highest one. Like, you cannot, I think I have it here. Hold up. The ladies were using the computer here. So I think it's here. Not mistaken, it is here on my computer. If it's not, maybe you'll have a little less salt to your wounds. Her seat, her chair, I'm not going to play the whole video, but I just want to show her chair is higher than everybody else's. Higher than all the others. She has the authority to mute everybody's thing. Oh, but this is just like a prototype of real parliament. She's starting somewhere. Mbali's thinks 15, 16. I don't think Mbali's older than 16. She's already doing something great. She's a leader. Never given us a headache in the YPG. She's already a YPG mentor. She's always on top of her game. How many more Mbalis are there? And from the guys, you see that. Where's that leadership inside of you? Let me just quickly, just for me to wrap up, I just want you to see her seat. Here's the video. Here's the video. Just for you to have a look. I'm not going to play the audio. I will mute it here because the YPG Media fam is going to complain if I play the audio because they need to.
3, 2, action. So the day will and the secretary to council. So I will sit down, put on the mic, and officiate the meeting.
Hey, vibrant community. Welcome.
Sorry guys, I even made a mess here. Like, I'm sorry. Let me fix this here. Hold up. I even made a mini mess here. Like, guys, it's insane. Honestly speaking, it's insane. We can do bigger. We can do better. We can do much more. I want to hear your story. Mentors, coordinators, let's all gather and let's make a difference. I believe in you. And I'm not saying this to offend anyone, guys. You know we've got your back. But sometimes I need to give you the slap of truth rather than the kiss of a lie. If I'm going to give you the kiss of a lie, I'm just going to tell you what is nice. We can be here spending time telling you nice things, telling you things which are nice to hear. And motivation, I'll always motivate you guys. You guys, those of you who have been a while with us, know that I love motivation. But I also need to give you the raw talk. It's time for us to up our game. I want to hear much more stories from the YPG fam. So next week, my wife and I, Tali's going to be here, and we're going to cook. We're going to cook. And there'll be even be a few shots for you ladies as well. Y'all think that y'all are going to dodge. There's going to be something for you ladies as well. For us to wrap up in the morrows. Oh no, it's been postponed. My apologies, guys. It was meant to be in the morrows, but next week we're going to be having the second phase of the photo challenge. The categories are POV, Hope, Amapiano. All of them must credit the YPG. There must be something involving the YPG. Per province and per region, there is only one single entry. And the deadline will be next week, Saturday. And then Sunday is when the official challenge will be. We're going to be voting on the YPG Telegram channel. So make sure that you get the Telegram channel for you to be able to vote. All right. I have a lot of comments. I'm very interested in reading y'all's comments. I'm really interested, but guys, the time is more than over today. An hour and a half almost of Vibe O'Clock. But I had to share this with you guys, and especially the story of Tshidiso. It really motivated and inspired me. Let's get out of our comfort zone. Let's get out of our shell, and let's do something great. And the morrows will be the wrapping up of our mega hangout. It's really been going on. It's been awesome. And we're going to be announcing the official winner of the whole series between F1, not Formula 1, but Forever 1, Warriors, Spartans, and Fantastic Four. They've been doing an amazing work. All 4 teams have been amazing. All of them have been having their zhuzh every Sunday. Tomorrow we're going to be wrapping it up. We're going to miss you guys, but then I'll also be going back to visiting you guys in your respective regions. All right, fam, take care of yourselves. I don't think I'm forgetting anything, but please take care of yourselves. You know the YPG fam has got you. If you want to DM, you want to chat to us, just get in touch. Any one of our platforms, you guys are welcome to chat to us. All right, I'm going to be signing out, and you know it is time for us to take off. I know I have a space shuttle somewhere here. I know I have one. I have one. Although I don't have the noise of it. No, I even have the noise. I promised you guys a snippet of the song which is coming. I'm going to play a snippet just because I promised you guys for the good behavior. No, you guys were calling me Mr. PJ. Bad behavior, guys. No more. Forget about it. That's what happens when you guys call me Mr. PJ. I'm going to play it just for me to rub a little bit less, some soothing thingies here on the wounds of those who are hurt. Much love, fam. Let me get it ready here. Hold up. And then I'll play just a part of it. Just a snippet of it. And then we're going to go straight to the outro. Take care of you guys. We are signing out. It's time for us to take off.
You don't have to look like no one's tomorrow. Pressure got you drowning in them liquor bottles. They standard super fake, you don't have to follow. Think you'll be fulfilled, but it just leaves you hollow. No, they make you feel like you ain't perfect, but look to the creator, you're so worth it. Leaving for their lives gon' leave you hurting. The feeling ain't the same behind them curtains. Wake up, can't you see all the Photoshop? Getting them likes they probably buy. Now they're really just kept alive.